Thanks so much for staying with us, everybody. A new study shows seniors lost $28 billion. They lose that every year to a variety of scams. Our kind of resident financial expert, Gregory Ricks, is right here right now to talk about that issue. And it is a huge issue, isn't it?
It is giant, and they're good at it. They never rest. We're all really at a disadvantage. $8 billion came from scammed by people they don't know. 20 billion of that's friends and family.
That's amazing, because you and I were talking during that commercial break, and I've heard stories before about family members in particular. But what can people really do to help in that regard?
Well, there has to be some awareness of your family members and elderly of what's going on. Communicate with them, offer to help. You know, one thing I always say is you should work with a financial advisor, a licensed advisor, so you can use them as a sounding board about things you're not sure about to avoid that from happening.
But let's just take let's just say a woman who's 78 years old. She has a financial advisor, but then her good-for-nothing son, who's 60 years old, 50 years old, comes over and says, don't listen to that financial advisor. Do this with your money.
Oh, we've had them come into the office and act as defenders, and they're really giving us a hard time, and they're trying to win favor with that senior citizen, so you can tell what's going on. And sometimes we've frozen assets for the family to come in and have a discussion. We have to unfreeze them, but it's kind of, you need to slow down, and I know which one's doing it in the family, but there's limits to that, but you got to have the discussions, have the awareness.
So what about in this electronic age, how are senior citizens vulnerable?
One of the things I've seen a lot of lately is romance scams, and then the grandparent scams that go on out there as well, and it's been on the news lately as well, and then on the other, investment. Now you always have to worry about the phishing, the emails that seem real. Heck, I had Amazon call me last week to let me know I had been scammed, and for me to hold on while they get the FTC online. I started laughing. It was hilarious. They're not going to call you. The police don't call you. The IRS doesn't call you.
Banks don't text you. Right?
Yeah.
Banks will not text you.
Texting's another, they're wanting you to react, to respond. Like, what do you mean? And then they turn around and ask for your account information. Well, if you call me, you should know it.
Yeah, I mean, it's and they're so vulnerable because maybe they want to believe they're from a different generation. Maybe they're kind of showing signs of not having quite the mental acuity they used to have.
This is a different world that they're not used to, and they are preyed upon because seniors have money. Yeah. They're retirement, but they need to keep those assets because they're going to need it, and that's why they need to lean on others for help, but that doesn't mean reveal what they have or their information.
And never give out Social Security. Don't give out any information. I don't care if you're a senior or someone in their 40s or a teenager. Gregory, I wish we had more time. I think this is a great subject.
I know.
We'll have to have you back and maybe talk about it again. Thanks.
Okay.